What if the thing you're going through isn't trying to break you? What if it's training you? We understand training when it happens in the gym. We expect resistance. We expect discomfort. We expect to sweat, struggle, and sometimes fail. But when resistance shows up in our lives, we don't call it training. We call it unfair. We call it a setback. We start asking, why is this happening to me? But maybe better question is, what is this developing in me? Because your trial may be the very training that prepares you for greater things. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying everything painful experience is good. Losing something hurts. Being disappointed hurts. Having your plans interrupted hurts. I know what it feels like when life changes without asking your permission. June 7, 2023, I lost my leg because of blood clots. And I couldn't simply motivate myself back on my feet. I had to rebuild. I had to train from my wheelchair. I worked with my medical team and my processes and my physical therapist. I had to learn how to use my prosthetic leg and trust my body again. It wasn't one big inspirational moment. It was one repetition, one moment, one adjustment, one difficult day followed by another decision to keep moving forward. That trial was training me. It trained my patience. It trained my discipline. It trained my ability to adapt. And it gave me a deeper understanding of what people experience when life forces them to begin again. Here is the first lesson. Your trial reveals what still needs to be strengthened. Pressure has a way of exposing us. It shows up where we lose focus. It reveals where fear controls us. It exposes habits, things, and relationships that can't go with us into the next season. That exposure may be uncomfortable, but it can also be useful because this can't strengthen what you refuse to face. Think about lifting weights. The resistance doesn't mean something has gone wrong. The resistance is the reason the muscle grows. The same way resistance in your life may be strengthening something inside you that comfort never could. Your training is teaching you something you may eventually use to help someone else. Right now, you may only see the pain. You may not see the purpose yet. But one day somebody may stand in front of you facing the same kind of fear, loss, and uncertainty you survived. And you'll be able to speak to them differently. You wouldn't be speaking from something you read. You'd be speaking from somewhere you've been. Your presence will say, I know this road is difficult, but it can be traveled. I traveled it. That's authority. Not the authority that comes from having all the answers. The authority that comes from walking through, learning from it, returning to help someone else move forward. But here's the important part. Going through a trial doesn't automatically produce growth. You have to participate in the training. You can pain and become bitter, or you can experience pain and become better. You can let the trial become your permanent address, or you can let it become your classroom and learn from it. The difference is what you decide to do with it. Training prepares you through repetition. We often want one powerful moment to change everything. But most transformations doesn't happen in one moment. It happens through reps. You pray again. You get up and go again. You apply again. You go through therapy again. You return to the gym again and put your reps in. You practice the skill again. You take another small step, even when you don't feel like you're making progress. Resilience gets you through. Empowering helps you find your voice. Progress is measured by the steps you continue to take. And service is when you reach back and help the next person move forward. That's how your trial becomes your training. So here's the challenge I have for you today. Take out a piece of paper and ask these 3 questions to yourself. What's the reason? What's the season revealing? What's this season revealing to me? What is the strengthening? What is it strengthening in me? How could I learn eventually? Don't just ask, when will it be over? Ask, who am I becoming while I'm going through it? You may feel buried right now, but you could be planted in the ground with dirt over you. You may feel delayed, but you could be under development. You may feel like life has knocked you off your course, but this season may be preparing you to walk into the next chapter with strength you didn't have before. Your trial is not your identity. It is not the end of your story. It is training. And when the time comes for you to step into something greater, you'll understand why this season required a stronger version of you. Your trial was your training. Now take what is built in you and use it. If you're in training season right now, leave the word training in the comments. And remember, keep moving forward one rep at a time. If you enjoyed this message and it resonates with you, please share and subscribe to somebody who needs to hear it. See you in the next video.